Welcome to the folks just tuning in. I think I'll give it another 30 seconds before we go ahead and get started. Okay, why don't we begin? Thank you for joining me today. My name is Ben. I'm a Mellow with Northeastern University's Center for Spirituality, Dialogue, and Service. And, thanks everyone for joining the live session. If you're watching this recorded, this was recorded on the Thursday immediately following the US election. So hopefully we can take 30 minutes out of our day today to kind of check in with ourselves, disconnect from all the counts and the feeds and political commentary, everything going on, and find some grounding space. Very much needed this week, especially. So, to begin, we can find a posture that's comfortable, whether you're seated upright in a chair, on a cushion, on a bed, or if you're laying down. Making adjustments to your posture so that your chest is open, shoulders are lifted up, rolled back. You can close your eyes or gently fix them at a location maybe 3 or 4 feet in front of you or a fixed point on a wall. Hands can be on the knees or in the lap, folded facing up. And we'll begin by checking in with our pace of breathing, finding a particular place in the body where the breath sensation is most clear, in the nose, in the chest, or in the stomach. Just noticing the pace of breathing. Tuning into the temperature of the air of the room. And now, as we settle in, we will begin and end with 3 chimes of the bell. Turning our attention now, looking downwards to the points of contact with the support beneath you, the bottoms of the feet, perhaps the sides of the feet and your legs if you're sitting cross-legged, the underside of your legs, your sit bones, your buttocks. If you're lying down, the length of your back. Take a few moments now to direct our attention precisely to the points where we feel our body touching the support beneath us. Noticing any slight movements in the body. If you change your balance or your posture, noticing the impact this has on where in your body you feel the touch, contact, support beneath you. connecting with your support, grounding into the earth. Our existence is an embodied one. So often we spend much of our time dwelling in the mind space, sometimes ignoring or neglecting the embodied part of our existence. And so, with half of our mind focused on these specific points of contact, grounding support, we can also begin to expand our awareness to other places in the body where you may feel comfort or discomfort, or simply a neutral feeling of space, allowing your attention to radiate from the base, all these points of contact support, radiating upwards and outwards, up through your legs, through your core, into your chest and your arms and your shoulders. Expanding this awareness into your face, the crown of your head. Taking some time now to check in with your embodied form. Noticing if you feel energetic or lethargic. If there are feelings of comfort or discomfort, whatever that means for you right now. And whether or not a particular place has a positive, neutral, or negative leaning feeling associated with it. Whether you're feeling the cushiony support beneath you, it feels nice. If there's some discomfort in your back or in your neck, some tension in your shoulders, might feel not so nice. You can imagine our attention itself is like a small diffuse sphere of light, maybe very tiny and focused. It could be wider, more mist-like, whichever is the case for you, directing this to each place in the body that has either positively associated or negatively associated bent to it. Breathing into this space, accepting it exactly as it is, no need to change it. But spreading some light, spreading some love to our body wherever we need it. If you notice your attention itself is very diffuse or wandering, you can gently herd it back to noticing the simple act of breathing. As the air comes in and goes out at an even, natural pace. Directing attention to the physical embodiment of the simple act of breathing. With each turn of the breathing cycle, noticing tiny details. Perhaps noticing how from the outside our body can feel very finite, very contained, but from the perspective of the embodied form on the inside, the further in detail you go down, the more the space opens up. A sanctuary of infinite space, infinite time. Each time you notice your attention finding a particular place in your body where you feel discomfort, you feel tension, directing that diffuse sphere of healing light to this place, breathing into this space, gently, gradually mending any pain, any discomfort, any tension. If your awareness is curious, if it's exploratory, you can examine what it's like to view the world from the perspective of a single fingertip. What can this fingertip see? What can it not see? Feel, touch. Periodically returning to the simple act of breathing, noticing details about the pace of breathing, where you can feel the breath oxygenate and energize in the body. Noticing all the tiny pockets that help enable the breath to come and go, expanding, contracting, tightening, relaxing. The act of breathing itself, its change, its motion, It's dynamic. It's also predictable, reliable. From the vantage point of the heart space, the chest, noticing change in the world around you, allowing perception to be open to disruption, perturbations. Our existence itself is lively in the balance between constant underpinnings, predictable dynamic cycles, and small pockets of brief calls to attention. Bright colors, sharp sounds, sudden odors, instant tastes. All these components that add flavor to our moment to moment experience. And if you notice your mind wandering further than you would like, you can again gently herd your attention back to this simple act of breathing. If there is an intention you wish to cultivate throughout the rest of this day or the rest of this week, you can bring this intention to the forefront of our attention. It could be a wish to be calm, peaceful, patient, open-minded, well-spoken, focused, concentrated. Any intention you wish to cultivate today or this week. After a long and complete exhale, immediately on the next in-breath, drawing this intention in from the room, filling the lungs with this intention, allowing it to radiate throughout the body, gently exhaling the warm air out of your nose or mouth. After a complete exhale, drawing in another full breath, allowing this intention to emanate from the lungs, spreading into every cell in your body. As you continue to draw breath of this intention, you can let go of anything you may still be holding on to that you wish to let go of. Taking one final full deep breath in, exhaling out the mouth what you wish to let go of. Returning to a natural pace of breathing. You can take 4 or 5 more deep breaths, and then after 3 chimes and on your own time, we can conclude our practice for now. If you wish to rise this time, you can gently open your eyes, reintroduce movement to your fingers and toes. I'd like to thank you for sharing this time and this space with me